banishing all fear. The lines we draw between the self and kin, the soaring dreams that reach beyond the blue, the silent wars that rage and burn within, the gentle solace found in morning dew. A hurried hand that builds a gilded cage, a quiet tear that softens bitter earth. We etch our tales on every passing page, a constant striving for a second birth. Oh, this unfinished mosaic ever new, each fractured shard reflecting sun and storm, a symphony of feeling deeply true, a fragile shelter keeping spirits warm. We rise and fall beneath the turning sphere, a whispered promise banishing all fear. From shared horizon to a lonely star, we seek the meaning in the falling sand, the distances we travel near and far, to touch the solace of another hand, a fragile knowing born of shared despair, a rising tide of hope beyond compare. Oh, this unfinished mosaic ever new, each fractured shard reflecting sun and storm, a symphony of feeling deeply true, a fragile shelter keeping spirits warm. We rise and fall beneath the turning sphere, a whispered promise banishing all fear. Just dust and starlight mingled with a sigh, a gentle rhythm moving through the gray, beneath the vastness of an endless sky, the masterpiece we craft from day to day, the unfinished mosaic, come what may. The room goes still, and suddenly all the thoughts I buried rise to breathe. I tell myself I'm over it, but memories don't listen, they never quit. I've walked so far from who I was, trying to grow, trying to stay tough, but every night the silence knows the parts of me I never it's a screen comparing ghosts of what I've been. And even when I win small fights, I wonder if I'm doing anything right. But there's a softness in the cracks, a tiny strength that always comes back, a whisper saying you're allowed to fall, to hurt, to feel out loud. But when the quiet hits, I fall apart a little, tracing old pain like a fading riddle. I miss the girl I used to be before the world rewrote her gently. But maybe breaking isn't wrong, it's how I learned to carry on. Maybe healing isn't clean, maybe it's messy in between. Maybe I can love the me I find, even if she's trembling half the time. If she's trembling half the time. When the quiet hits, I breathe again, let the pieces fall where they've always been. I'm not who I was, and that's okay. I'm softer now in a stronger way. I'm still learning to belong, but I'm here and moving on. When the quiet hits, I let myself exist. You walk into the room, and the world slows down like it knows your name. I laugh a little too soft, pretending my pulse isn't giving me away. We talk about nothing, but everything feels dangerous and warm. I'm inches from falling, but you're just out of reach in the dark. If timing had a mercy, maybe you'd be standing closer now. But here we are again, circling what neither of us will allow. You're almost mine, close enough to rewrite my night, far enough to stay undefined. I hold my breath when you touch my hand, like I'm trying not to break the line. Tell me if I feel it too. There's gravity we can't undo. You're almost close, almost right, almost mine. Your eyes linger a second longer than the world thinks they should. I try to treat it as nothing, but nothing has never felt this good. We keep dancing around it, two quiet hearts playing pretend. Love starts as a whisper, and this one's getting harder to defend. If fear didn't speak louder, maybe we let the truth come through. But we keep choosing silence, the safest lie we ever knew. Gravity we can't undo. You're almost close, almost right, almost mine. Maybe one day we'll call this what it really is, and stop living in the spaces between maybe and a stolen kiss. You're almost mine, and I'm tired of living in almost. Tired of holding back the signs. If we keep this quiet any longer, we'll lose what could have been divine. So tell me now before you fall behind, were you ever almost
I lost my way somewhere along the climb, chasing numbers, chasing noise, forgetting what was mine. But deep inside, a quiet voice still calls my name. The me who started all of this before I cared about the fame. There was a spark I used to hold, a tiny light but brave and bold. I know it's buried, not destroyed. I just forgot beneath the void. Take me back to the start again, where joy was real and dreams were friends. Before the pressure dimmed the fire, before I drowned inside desire, I'll find the heart I had before. I'm coming home to something pure. I've watched the winds and watched them fall away. Wondered if I peaked too soon or lost myself along the way. But every stumble, every doubt that pulled me down still whispers that I'm stronger now. I'm ready for the ground. I hear the echo of my past. It tells me nothing good goes fast. And even when the world seems blind, I know the spark is still inside. Take me back to the start again, where joy was real and dreams were friends. Before the pressure dimmed the fire, before I drowned inside desire, I'll find the heart I had before. I'm coming home to something pure. Maybe the views won't always rise, maybe the world won't hear my cries, but this one truth I can reclaim. I still believe in why I can. Take me back to the start again, where joy was real and dreams were friends. Before the pressure dimmed the fire, before I drowned inside desire, I'll find the heart I had before. I'm coming home to something pure. I lost my way, but not the core. I'm ready now, start once more.
Somewhere along the climb I lost the map, chasing numbers like they meant who I am, scrolling through winds that never felt mine, running on fumes, pretending I'm fine. But there's a quiet voice underneath the noise, a small reminder of my younger choice. It says, hey, you don't need the crowd to see the spark you're missing is still in me. So I'm going back to the first spark, where the dream fell out in the dark. No pressure, no audience, no race, just a fire I never learned to replace. I'm not broken, I'm not behind, I'm just going back to find my mind. The star where joy was enough to move my heart, and that small voice keeps calling clear. Everything you need is already here. I'm tired of running from my own name. It's time to light the flame again. So I'm going back to the first spark, where the dream fell out in the dark. To find my mind. To find my mind. Maybe losing my way wasn't a mistake. Maybe it's the pause I needed to take to see that my worth was never the views, it was always the courage to choose. So I'm going back to the first spark, where the dream fell out in the dark. No pressure, no audience, no race, just a fire I never learned to replace. I'm not broken, I'm not behind, I'm just going back to find my mind. To find my mind. One step at a time, no rush, no fear. I'm finally meeting the old me here.
Grayscale dawn, a spark slips through the air. My pulse rewrites the map, suddenly bright and red. Breath unfurls like wings, the glisten. Reflections pull me toward the sun. A minute stretches blooming. Every promise we've begun. Gravity loosens its grip. The world tilts toward a new refrain. We cradle the spark through ordinary pockets and the rain. Time hums a slower song when wonder learns our name. And suddenly the heart and feet remember how to play the game. A door open in the air, a hinge of dawn and doubt. I step through with a grin, and the universe leans out. The body sings in vows of light. The mind becomes a kite, and every small instant expands into night. The moment when the heart takes flight, a lantern in the chest, turning rooms to cathedrals where quiet courage takes its rest. Every blink opens a doorway, every step a soft applause. We rise on the breath of possibility, without a moment's pause. Keep this spark in your pocket. Let it glow in the rain. Carry it through the day until the next bright moment breaks free. Secrets to the night. Moonlight drips like honey from a glass. Two hearts entwined, igniting the twilight. We are the echoes of a starlit dream, floating on the currents of a midnight stream. In every heartbeat a cosmic rhyme, lost in the tapestry of time. Your laughter is the melody of rain. All the colors of dawn wrapped in your
A tapestry woven beneath the vast sky. We are the echoes of a starlit dream, floating on the currents of a midnight stream. In every heartbeat a cosmic rhyme, lost in the tapestry of time. Through the storms and the gentle breeze, an unbroken thread, we find our ease. Like ancient constellations drawn anew, I'll chase the horizon forever with you. Underneath the blanket of endless stars, we dance like whispers on the cool night air. Your love, a compass guiding me from afar. In every heartbeat, our stories laid bare. We are the echoes of a starlit dream, floating on the currents of a midnight stream. In every heartbeat, a cosmic rhyme, lost in the tapestry of time. So let the twilight solitary song for seeds of grace that can be sown, to forge a compass from the pain and navigate the coming tide, to find the strength to rise again with nothing left for me to hide. Oh, the unwritten scars etched deep within the soul's terrain, a chorus of 1,000 what ifs sung softly through the falling rain. A weight I carry day by day, a silent echo, sharp and clear. A different yesterday I pray to banish every haunting fear. These silent wounds, they never bleed, but leave their mark, a subtle trace. The bitter harvest of a seed planted in a barren space. The unwritten scars, a quiet plea for what was lost and what could be. A heavy truth within the soul, to make the fractured pieces whole. I kept the quiet parts of me, folded like letters I never sent. All the almost words that half meant thoughts stay trapped beneath my breath. I watched the moments drift away and told myself it wasn't fate, but truth is weight when left unspoken. It grows heavier each day. These are the things I never said, echoes living in my head. All the feelings I disguised, hoping time would neutralize, but the silence turned to wake instead. These are the things I never said. Played it cool, kept everything slow, but the calm was only armor, and you were someone I wanted to know. If I could go back just one night, I'd say what trembling would let me try, but now the moment's gone too far, and I'm left speaking to the dark. These are the things I never said. These are the things I never said. Maybe in another life I'd carry less fear, more fire inside. Maybe then you hear me clear, not disgust of what was me. These are the things I never said. I still replay them as I lie in bed. If you